What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another one. And for this video, we're watching a Bill Maher clip. I believe it's going to be referencing the Quiet on Set special that everybody's talking about on HBO Max. So without further ado, you guys, let's get into it, shall we? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff that helps out the algorithm so that I can continue to make content that you guys like. All right, let's get to it.
And finally, new rule. As one of the few people in the public eye who's gone through life and never had kids, someone has to tell me, why am I always having to defend them? I don't even like kids. But I also think it's every adult's job to protect them.
Okay, definitely. I agree with you. We have to, as adults that are not on in years, it's our job to protect the weak, helpless amongst us, the weak and helpless amongst us. And kids definitely constitute that block, don't they?
Have you all been watching the Max documentary called Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV? OMG. Nickelodeon, it wasn't a studio, it was Neverland Ranch with craft services.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. I watched like the first two episodes. It's pretty bad.
It is just scene after scene, clip after clip of the child stars of their day being subjected to obviously inappropriate, highly sexualized degradation, and quite a few pickles going through glory holes. I was grossed out, and I've gone camping with John Waters.
Dude, I don't even remember. I don't even remember all that like that. And yeah, this pickle guy, dude, who was a sexual predator on kids, allegedly anyways. At least I think it was allegedly. I don't remember if they got him or not, but yeah, dude, pedophile according to the documentary, you know.
I've gone camping with John Waters. I kid you, John, I love you. So I don't know if this documentary is the talk of your town, but it is out here because it didn't just expose a dangerous workplace. It also exposed hypocrisy. Because it must be pointed out that when the evil governor of Florida was saying the exact same thing about kids and creepy stuff at Disney that liberals now find intolerable at Nickelodeon, he was dismissed as a hick and a bigot. But why would a kids' content factory like Disney be all that different than the one at Nickelodeon? A 2014 CNN report discovered that at least 35 Disney employees had been arrested for sex crimes against children, and in 2021, Disney child star Allison Stoner confessed she only narrowly survived the toddler to train wreck pipeline. The next year, child star Cole Sprouse told the New York Times that young actresses at the Disney Channel were heavily sexualized from an early age.
Damn, dude. I mean, this whole thing is so depressing, isn't it? It really is depressing, man, because you gotta figure in how many lives have been destroyed. Innocent lives. Crazy, man. Absolutely insane.
You know, Willie Sutton said he robbed banks because that's where the money is. And the reason we find
Great quote. That's neither here nor there, but that's a great quote.
pedophiles in the Boy Scouts and the Rectory and Kids TV is that's where the kids are. DeSantis wasn't wrong, but we're so tribal now.
Holy crap. I'm gonna listen to that part one more time. DeSantis wasn't wrong, huh?
DeSantis wasn't wrong, but we're so tribal now. The left will overlook child fucking if the guy from the wrong party calls it out. Sure, Nickelodeon messed up.
Wow, that is such a good point to be made. Diddling of kids can literally be overlooked if it's being brought up as a talking point from somebody who, you know, typically it's conservatives. Let's be real, it's conservatives that get, swept under the rug this way.
Amanda Bynes, but the Mickey Mouse Club was where Britney Spears got her start, and she's perfectly fine.
I didn't even see that. What the hell's wrong with that, man?
And get this, after Brian Peck, who was one of the lead creeps at Nickelodeon, served 16 months in prison for the molesting he did there, Disney hired him, naturally to work on a children's series. Oh, for pedophiles in Hollywood, it's a small world after all.
What can I even say to that, huh? What can anyone say to that? How could this be allowed? And I'll tell you why it is allowed. It's because we don't speak out about this in mass and we just tolerate it, you guys.
And not just Hollywood. There are Instagram moms these days who are practically only fansing their itty-bitty beauty queen daughters by having them wear skimpy bikinis and eat bananas to build social media stardom. They're called sharenters, a hybrid of sharing and parent. I call them pimps, a hybrid of pimp and
Sometimes Bill Maher gets his licks in, and sometimes, because the thing is, I believe that Bill Maher would fall into the category of classical liberal, and dude, liberals, they never used to be anti-kid. They never used to be anti, protecting the kids. But now it seems like yeah, man, like if you're on the left side, you have to basically sacrifice your kids. It's crazy.
And people who believe in social justice have agreed this is wrong and this is bad, and exposing kids to an adult world of lurid costumes and garish makeup borders on abuse. Now, hurry up and get in the car. We're late for Drag Queen Story Hour. Not that there's anything wrong with being a drag queen, but maybe it's time to admit that sometimes Drag Queen Story Hour is more for the queen than the kids. Sure, kids love a clown, but does the clown have to have tits?
I can't believe that I'm agreeing with Bill Maher. I can't think of a single thing that he said that I disagree with. Yeah. I've agreed with Bill Maher for a solid 4 minutes now. I think I might be sick.
And when I see a 5-year-old tipping at a bar under a sign that says it's not going to lick itself, do I have to pretend that's cool in order to keep my liberal ID card? Sorry, I can't do that.
Well, look at you, Mr. Maher. It's about time that you came around, because you've been calling it out here and there and everywhere. And yeah, evil exists because good men do nothing. And I mean good men, good women, whatever. I mean humanity, humans. And this is going to keep going until someone just finally says enough is enough, and people start adopting that mentality.
If you want kids to be more tolerant, why not have handicapped people read them stories? Kids are more likely to encounter disabled people than drag queens in life.
That's a good idea.
Geez, can't we just go back to the good old days when kids were read simple stories with simple morals like, if you're a lonely single man, just make a boy out of wood? I've said it before, wokeness is not an extension of liberalism anymore. It's more often taking something so far that it becomes the opposite. Teaching kids not to hate or judge those who are different, great. Proud we got there, all for that. But at a certain point, inclusion becomes promotion.
Holy shit. Thank you. I can't believe he's the one saying it. I mean, if there's going to be a leftist that's going to say it's going to be a classical liberal, And I don't even think it's fair, honestly, to call classical liberals leftists anymore because of how far leftists have gone. But he's making valid points, dude.
And contrary to current progressive dogma, children aren't miniature adults wise beyond their years. They're morons. They're gullible morons who'll believe anything and just want to please grown-ups. And they don't have any frame of reference. So they normalize whatever's happening. That's why endlessly talking about gender to 6-year-olds isn't just inappropriate. It's what the law would call entrapment, which means enticing people into doing something they wouldn't ordinarily do. For example, after 9/11, there were several cases of overzealous federal agents leading sad losers into terrorist plots, like the undercover FBI agent who got 7 out-of-work dudes in Liberty City, Florida, to sign on to a plot to bomb the Sears Tower in Chicago. Oh, please, these guys didn't even have a gun. But when someone said, wouldn't it be cool if we taught the man a lesson and blew something up? They said, yeah, that would be kind of cool. Entrapment, suggesting someone into something they wouldn't otherwise do. And if you think that some of that isn't going on with gender in schools, you're not watching enough TikTok videos.
I pledge allegiance to the queers.
I'm not allowed to be out as trans non-binary at school. My response to this is to be as obnoxiously queer as possible.
There's a certain kind of activist these days who wants to take heterosexuality, old school, old-fashioned, boring, minding its own business heterosexuality, and lump it in with patriarchy and sexism and racism and tell kids, wouldn't it be cool if you were anything but that? It also seems to be the theme of kind of a lot of kids' books these days. I never used the phrase gay agenda because I thought it was mostly nonsense, and it is, mostly. But a director for Disney television animation did say after she was hired,
the showrunners were super welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness. No one would stop me and no one was trying to stop me.
look, I'm all for adding queerness wherever. I put some in my drink before I came out here tonight.
Stupid.
But maybe we should think about giving kids a break from our culture wars for a minute, or at least until the election is over.
No, maybe we should just keep it permanently out of kids' lives. Fuck it if the election is over or not, but yeah, that's it for me, you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below, please, in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. The comments help me know where you guys, where your guys' heads is at. And I always like to hear from you guys, and I always like to hear what you guys are thinking. So let me know. But for now, you guys, that'll do me. Stay safe and stay based.